What's up, guys? It's McNulty here. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are all doing well. It is Christmas time. You can see the Christmas tree is up. It's the 1st of December and the portals are pumping. It is super busy today in Empires and Puzzles. You've got the winter offers, Santa's booster where you can boost yourself up as you go through Santa's challenge event. You've got the winter gift where you can buy some gems and stuff and coins and they'll give some stuff to your alliance. And you've got this where you can spend all of your money so you can be broke by the end of the first week before Christmas, which is awesome. No, it's not. Please don't do that. But yeah, we've got some brand new heroes in the portals. That's the main reason why we are doing this today, because we have a hero of the month, Liora, who is looking incredible, if I do say so myself. And we have some brand new heroes in the Christmas summon portal. So we're going to go ahead. We'll start off with having a look at, I think, the hero of the month, because to be fair, she's going to be dropping out of every single portal. So it doesn't matter which portal you summon in. There's always a chance that you're going to that a copy of her is going to pop out. And there's a huge difference between having a decent hero of the month and not. So anyways, I'm holding out hope for you, Liora. And she looks like she knows something you don't know, which is always dangerous. So let's have a closer look. She is a nature hero. She's a ranger class, so she gets a chance to bypass. Family bonus will be coming up in the next 30 days, so it's very close, which is awesome. I'm looking forward to seeing what these heroes can do extra. I hope it's decent. Passive. So she gets immune. Sorry, she is immune to status elements that steal health. Okay. It's not that common, but it's useful, I guess. This one's better, though. The perfect accuracy, so the character's special skill never misses their targets. She gets a special boost on the ether talent, so at the start of the battle, she gets extra 30% damage for her special skill for the first 6 turns. And in terms of what the special skill actually is, it's called Arrows of Altruism. It runs at fast speed. And at fast speed, she's going to be dealing 375% damage to the enemy with the highest remaining HP, and then dealing 225% damage to all, which is good. That's very good at fast speed. 375 to one, 225 to everybody else. Fast speed, decent stats. She is a bit behind where she needs to be in terms of the team power, but decent, definitely decent. And that's a good hit at fast speed. Now it says the attack bypasses counterattacks and reflection. So it doesn't bypass all buffs, but it does bypass counterattacks and reflection, which are probably the worst of the buffs, to be fair. Then it says she steals the latest dispellable buff from all of the enemies and randomly distributes them on allies who have 50% or less HP left. Okay, that's interesting. So she steals the latest dispellable buff from all the enemies and randomly distributes them on allies who have 50% or less HP. So if you don't have anybody with less than 50% HP, I'm taking it that that means she doesn't actually distribute the buffs on anyone. And she certainly doesn't distribute them on herself, but that's a weird effect. I like the fact that she's hitting all at fast speed. I like the fact that it's a bypass, which is awesome. And I like the fact that she's dispelling as well, which is it's still awesome. I mean, fast speed, you've got to hit all dispeller. But the randomly distributing on them allies with less than 50 or less HP, I'm not so sure about that part. I mean, it'd be nice if it wasn't there. I'd rather she just distribute them to everybody, but I guess you can't have your cake and eat it. And that's like maybe that is the Achilles heel with this hero, but otherwise she's excellent. Element then gives all nature allies 20% critical chance for 4 turns. The effect can't be dispelled. She's a beauty. She's an absolute beauty. And what a way to end off 2025. Seriously, excellent hero of the month. So huge congrats if you do get a copy of Liora. I reckon she's definitely going to be worth popping some emblems into. And I almost forgot again to mention that perfect accuracy, which is going to be awesome because you can't miss. So good. I mean, dodge heroes doesn't matter. Heroes that have counterattack, reflect, doesn't matter. And then, you get that extra chance to steal the buffs, but that's not the be all and end all of her special. So I hope that she has a really good family bonus for these heroes. I do think it would be worth giving her second limit breaks and emblems, actually. I think that she kind of deserves it. As a damage dealer, hit all hero, yeah, she's good. She's very good for a hero of the month. There are certain things that are lacking. I'm trying to compare her to somebody like Ma'at. In fact, sorry guys, I just want to compare. So she's 220% to all enemies and giving negative 35% defense for 3 turns, giving negative 20 attack to fire enemies. And that's neither here nor there. The 3 times passive definitely makes a difference. And I think if she was second limit broken, she would be a bit stronger. So the passive's an extra 70% damage, so it can be like 290 to all. But I'd say that they're very, very similar. There's a lot of similarities between the two, although Ma'at can miss and she can't. So I guess there's that as well. But yeah, congrats. Let me know what you guys think about Liora. I think that there's quite a few situations she's going to be useful. I do think that the Ranger class is wasted on her, because why does she need to bypass when she never misses? I don't know. Okay, maybe it's just because she needs to bypass certain other effects. I don't know. And that immunity to health stealing's never going to happen. Right, let's have a look at our Christmas heroes. We'll jump into this portal now. The happiest looking snowmen and the scaredest looking wrapping paper wrapped up what's her name again? Ginger, that you ever did see. Let's start with Florencia. Oh, and my boy, buddy. I'm very tempted to start with you, but I'm not going to. I'm going to do the 5s first. So Florencia, obviously she's a holy hero. She kind of looks like she looks like the snow version of Ginger. They're almost identical. Yeah, it's just one's got a candle, but it's like the same expression. Anyways, she is a holy hero. She is of the cleric class, and she is of the winter family. Now we've seen these heroes buffed recently, so they get a bonus. We're not the bonus about summoning the minions. They're very weak minions, 2 to 3% health and 5 to 10% attack. But they have been buffed in this passive. There it is. So Frost on minion hit. Each hit from the minions owned by the character inflicts 704 frost damage over 4 turns. There is a caveat in that it's got to be a minion that's owned by the character. And also, it's not that much frost damage. It's just under 200 a turn, which is okay, but it's only from the character's minions. And how often do you get 3 minions on when they've only got 5 to 10% health? Not that often. And it's not a damage that can stack per minion. It's just up to 704. It says each hit from the minions inflicts 704, which is going to override itself. There are other heroes that can take advantage of that effect, but they're few and far between. But if you do have them, then I guess they could come in useful if you pair them alongside these heroes. Attack up. Start of the battle, extra 20% attack for 6 turns. That's cool. And then stats-wise, 1648 on the team power, so super strong. I mean, the Black Friday heroes in the portal lane was 1647 maxed out. So yeah, they're as strong as they need to be. She's very attacking, very strong attack stat, to be fair, especially for a cleric. 1322, 1266, and 2263. That's without limit breaks and emblems. So she's definitely, if she hits, yeah, she's going to hit hard. Watchful Duty is the special. Average speed. The special skill never misses its targets. Okay, so yeah, that's cool. We just saw that as a passive. It's now here as part of the special, but that is good. Deals 345% damage to all enemies. Yeah, that's great. At average speed, that's a decent hit. The enemy that had the highest remaining HP will get silenced for 4 turns. So nice little silence. It's a bit annoying that you can't target it, but then again, you know who's going to get it. It's whoever had the highest HP when you hit. And then summons a snow sprite minion for each ally with 20% HP and 20% attack. I mean, that's not that great because there's no extra effect attached to the minion. it would be awesome. I mean, can you imagine if this hero said, summons a Snow Sprite minion and counterattacks, the minion counterattacks with 115% of the damage received? I mean, then you've got a great hero, don't you? Like, but as it is, you've got a good hero. I think she's just one step away from greatness. And that's strange because she doesn't look it. So yeah, I do rate this hero. I think that she's pretty decent. So we'll give her a solid A. I think that she is a worthwhile hero of the seasonal family. So yeah, I wouldn't be upset at all if I got my hands on Florencia. Now we're going to move over to Noel, who looks like a magic carpet hero. Okay, no, it's not. It's definitely a sled, just taken off, and having an absolute ball of a time. So Noel is a dark hero. Again, same family, so same family bonus for minions. We're not going to look at that. Same frost on the minion hit. So because his attack stats slightly lower, his frost damage is slightly lower as well. And in terms of the ether talent, we have damage reduction. So at the start of the battle, all damage he receives is reduced by 10%. Cool if he's a healer or a good defensive hero. So Sledge Bash is the special, running at fast speed. There we go. He's going to boost the health of all allies by 760. At fast speed, that's a significant amount of boosted health. I mean, you've got, who do I have in here that can boost health? I've got her, who's very similar. She's average, boosts the health of all allies by 800. Okay, she boosts for an additional 160 per each status element. So she can go up to 1,600 in total. But I think it's very seldom that I get that out of her, to be fair. So yeah, 760, at fast speed is very good. Boosted health can exceed max HP, and enhanced dodge. All allies are going to get 50% chance to dodge special skills that deal damage, and the effect's going to last until the ally successfully dodges once. Okay. It's weird because it says they get plus 50% chance to dodge. So it's not like a proper, so it is an enhanced dodge, but I prefer the one that's guaranteed. I think Gideon gets the guaranteed dodge, which is awesome. I mean, maybe I'm asking too much, but they must dodge at least once. And then after that enhanced dodge ends, or if it's removed or replaced, then the ally gets a Snow Sprite minion. And the Snow Sprite has the 20% HP and 20% attack. See, that's where it falls down. It does fall down quite significantly. In fact, it pretty much drops itself off a cliff. Because the thing is, if you've got somebody that never misses, and there are a bunch of them out there. I mean, we've already seen the Hero of the Month as perfect accuracy. I mean, take a bunch of Hero of the Months up against this hero. You're never going to miss. So that dodge is never going to trigger. And it's never going to come about that it's going to do something other than just be a weird symbol. I mean, yes, there is the chance that it'll miss as well. But if it does, there's no real consequence. I feel like the consequence needs to be bigger for that dodge. I mean, we've got heroes like Sludges, who, if she dodges, it's 1,700 damage per dodge, or whatever it is, however much it is. I feel like this is crazy because I'm going out and back a lot now. But like, 1,600 damage each dodge. And when the dance ends, they get 700 HP. It's a percentage heal. I mean, look, we're probably not we're comparing apples with pears, but still, seasonal heroes are supposed to be strong. And Noel is a good healer, but I think that there's so many other healers that are probably doing a lot more. I mean, just off the top of my head, I can think of 3 or 4 that are doing a lot more than Noel is doing. So yeah. I'd say if you don't have a strong 5-star healer, then yeah. But if you do already, then it's going to be difficult for you to justify leveling Noel. Unfortunate. Pretty unfortunate. Righto. With that being said, let's move on to Miss Unfortunate herself. Ginger. Right. So she's definitely got tangled up in the wrapping paper here. And yeah, I've said it before. I'll probably say it again now. I've hated on Ginger quite a lot. And there's kind of a good reason, but we'll get to that in a second. So give her a due justice. I know she's going to be very similar to the original. So same family bonus. She does get a massive costume bonus. So we'll give her the benefit of the doubt. 1646 team power is huge. So she's definitely got that going on. Plus the 5% on the mana bonus. Don't forget about that. Plus the extra frost on the minion hit. So when she hits with minions, then she is going to be getting an extra 700 frost damage coming out of those minions per turn. Sorry, not per turn, over 4 turns. So that is cool. And it can carry on ramping. I think the frost damage, the nice thing about it is that it just keeps going, but that's only if you retain the minions. So you have to not take hits. So yeah, again, not the greatest. She does have a massive attack stat, huge, 1852, 1647 and 3127. She does have a different class, so we're not seeing them continue over the theme of keeping the same class like they did with the latest costumes from the Untold Tales. So she was a ranger. She's now going to be a cleric, which is a little bit odd. But it does mean that she has a chance to resist negative mana effects and to resist effects that prevent her from using her special skill. And this hero is all about the special skill, which we'll read now. So the special skill, she summons an elf minion for every ally. So she takes advantage of that little frost damage bonus with 10% attack and 10% HP. Then for the next 3 turns, she's going to deal 520% damage to a random enemy every time any other ally casts their special skill. And you see here it says each character can trigger this effect once per turn. That doesn't mean the effect can only trigger once per turn. It means every character that fires a special skill over those 3 turns can trigger that effect once per turn. So if you've got somebody lined up against her, let's say you've got the hero of the month and she hits everybody for 350 and then for 200 odd, and then Ginger is then going to snipe somebody for 520%. Let's say you have another nature hero. Let's say you have Ma'at next to her. She's going to hit again everybody, and then Ginger's going to snipe another person. And you can carry that on right down the line. Generally speaking, though, you wouldn't, unless you're going mono, you're probably going to have a team of 4 heroes, which is awesome. Because if you get them all to fire off at the same time, Ginger's just going to be pulling out that Christmas cracker and cracking people in the head. It's cool. And on attack, it's quite effective. But it's when it comes to defensive heroes, and not everybody can be good on attack and defense, but I think in today's day and age, we kind of demand it a little bit more. She's not very good on defense. In fact, she's so not good on defense that I would say that she's a liability, because her special skill firing completely relies on somebody else casting their special skill. So she gets the special up, she fires it off, and yes, you've got the minions and some frost damage coming at you, but if nobody else fires off for the next 3 turns, she's not going to fire off either. And you can dump as many tiles into her as you want, nothing's going to happen. It's kind of a similar risk that you used to run with heroes like Guardian, Hippo, and stuff like that. But the difference is that's an even amount of damage to the whole entire team. I feel like it's more effective. And it gives an extra mana generation boost to the rest of the team. Somebody like Dark Feather, for example, he gives the percentage damage chance to the rest of the team as well, not just himself. Plus, he's a healer, plus growth, plus everything else. So yeah, she's lacking in certain areas that could make her a much better hero. And you will be limited to putting on her, generally speaking, on a team with other heroes in her element, preferably fast heroes in her element. And if you do have them, don't get me wrong, she's still going to be fun to play around with. But I'm not a humongous fan of Ginger. That being said, I'd rather have Ginger's costume than Noel. Straight up. Not Florencia, though. I think Florencia is definitely a bit of a step ahead. And yeah, even though I wish she had extra for the minion as well. I mean, I'll put Ginger and Florencia on a par so they can both have an A. What the heck? It's Christmas. Let me know what you guys think about Ginger. I do think she's definitely got more potential now that she's got power. And I think as a part of an attacking team, I think she can be actually really fun. And that's 90%, 95%. I'll give it an extra 5 of, what this game's all about is just having some freaking fun. Okay. Who else did we have in the portal? We've got a 4-star, my boy, buddy, my bae. He is, he's back with a vengeance. He's looked like he's done some studying. And yeah, he's ready for action. So yeah, Buddy is one of my favorite heroes from back in the day. He's great because he's a hit 3 hero. And he also gives a negative attack and negative defense. And I can see already what they've done with Buddy. And we'll just skip straight to the special because it's not really about, although that's interesting. Like, when did they start giving 5% mana bonuses to the 4-star heroes? Maybe I've just been out of it for so long or maybe there's not been a 4-star hero for so long that I've stopped noticing the percentage bonuses that they're giving. Have I got another 4-star that's got a costume that's not a classic 4-star to look at? Probably not one that I have leveled, to be fair, because I haven't leveled a lot of them. In terms of costumes, who's a 4-star with a costume? This is probably going to take a million years because no, I haven't actually leveled them. You know what? I can check in a different way if I just go to the inventory and then I go to costumes. That'll do it. Some navigational skillonis. It's all the season 1 heroes. So here we go. Oh yeah, so they've changed it. So I feel like it was always 1%. Even for the magic, for the Morlovia family, because they get extra mana generation. Man, I gotta max her out and take her to the party. But yeah, okay, that's awesome. I'm glad we worked that out. Okay, so he gets the extra 5% mana bonus, which is really, really good, and I wasn't aware of that. I'm gonna honestly go in and look if I have some slow speed heroes with costumes. I mean, that makes Gull and Bursty. No, it doesn't, because they don't have the right troops. They need to bring out some troops at the 4-star level we can take advantage of. Anyway, okay, gift list. 220% damage to the target nearby. So a solid hit to the target nearby. Summons the minion, which now gives frost damage, and it's 388 damage over 4 turns. I think that may well give us a reason to want to look at increasing his attack stat. Normally, I wouldn't have said that, but actually, I think we need to look at that because you might be able to get him up to 100 per turn. And if those minions keep hitting, which they will, and they keep dishing out 100 frost damage per turn, before you know it, they're dead and you didn't even do anything. So that's awesome. So yeah, 10% HP, 10% attack plus the frost damage. Then the target nearby are going to get negative 18% attack, which means that they hit softer. It's not as hard as it was. It was equal. It was like 24% attack. It could be a bit higher. But the defense down, the target nearby get negative 38% defense down for 3 turns. So that's decent, and extra damage against ice just to cap it all off. So yeah, I like him. I still like Buddy. I think he's still usable. He gets the special skill boost, and he just makes you happy, doesn't he? He probably won't take over from a lot of the season 1 glass heroes, and now we've got the new season 1 costumes, God forbid, coming into the portal. Probably not going to take over from them either. But at any rate, we also have Robo Rudolph. Yeah, that's a cool looking costume. I'm sure I'll be absolutely sick of this one by the time the 31st of December rolls around. But for now, it looks good. So Barbarian class switched over from a fighter. His old skill was 285 to the target, reduces the mana of the target by 20%, and summons the elf minion just to the caster. New one, it's an extra 10% damage and extra 3% on the mana reduction. Still summons a single minion and gets 24% defense as an extra skill for 3 turns. Very unimaginative, which I'm kind of disappointed about. But yeah, I've never been a huge fan of Rudolph, even though he runs at fast speed. He's just a single target sniper, and you don't really have a huge need for single target hitters. Even though he's a decent one, you just don't have a huge need for them at the 3-star level. So yeah, that's my thoughts on everyone, really. I think out of all of the Christmas heroes, the one that I'm probably personally most excited about, it's difficult because I'm leaning towards Ginger, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I feel like she's really quite fun. And that fun factor's got me, honestly. Like, I feel like I could definitely make up a really fun team with Ginger, with some other cool heroes. As an all-rounder, though, we'll probably give the grand prize to Florencia, and our hero of the month, Liora, because she, like I said, just looks absolutely smoking. She's like the 5th musketeer, and she's got a pretty damn good special, and she's pretty readily available. So that's all I got to say. Please do let me know what you guys think about these heroes. Do drop us a like and subscribe to the channel if you guys aren't subscribed already. Come and join us in Discord. I'll leave the link to the Discord group in the description. Share it with your mother, and I'll see you again in the next video. Bye for now.